Uttarakhand, in fact, specifically to the Ankita Bhandari murder case that had taken place. Justice for Ankita, cry grows louder in Uttarakhand at this given point of time. 19-year-old receptionist, remember, viewers, was murdered. The teen allegedly asked for sexual favors at that point of time, and 3 accused, including the resort owner, were found guilty. Protesters even claim role of the VIPs in this very crime that had come about. Focus now on probe delay and proof tampering is what we are seeing, with chants growing louder, people coming out on the streets of Uttarakhand to protest against the very VIPs who've been even named in this very case in certain videos. But for now, the focus has turned towards why there is a delay in the probe and how there has been tampering of proof in this very case given the involvement of VIPs. At this point of time, we have Ankita Sharma joining us on the broadcast with more details on this particular story. But before that, we'll quickly take a look at ground reports being brought to him of these very protests and cries that have been growing louder on the streets of Uttarakhand.
अंकिता भंडारी हत्याकांड मामले को लेकर लगातार आंदोलन जारी है और आज उत्तराखंड बंद के दिन भी देहरादून में कई जगह बंद देखने को मिल रहा है, लेकिन पहाड़ों में पूरी तरीके से बंद का व्यापक असर देखने को मिल रहा है और लोग लगातार इस आंदोलन में जुड़ रहे हैं। भीड़ बढ़ती जा रही है, तमाम आंदोलनकारी यहाँ पर मौजूद है और इस समय हम पलटन बाजार के पास डिस्पेंसरी रोड में मौजूद है, जहाँ पर मार्केट खुला है लेकिन पुलिस बल भी मौजूद देखा जा सकता है। मार्केट में लोगों से अपील की जा रही है कि सांकेतिक तौर पर अपनी दुकानों को थोड़ी देर बंद करके अंकिता भंडारी मामले में न्याय के लिए इनका साथ दें।
हमने स्पष्ट तौर पे कहा है कि सीबीआई जांच हो रही है तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सिटिंग जज की मॉनिटरिंग में हो, और आप इस बात को लेकर अभी तक जनता के बीच स्पष्ट नहीं कर पाए हो। आज जो हमने बंद का आह्वान किया है इसी मुद्दे को लेकर किया है। एक तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज की निगरानी में हो, दूसरा हम ये चाहते हैं कि जो वीआईपी है उसको केंद्र में रखकर जांच होनी चाहिए। जिसने बुलडोजर चलाया, जिसने सबूत मिटाए, उनको भी इस जांच के दायरे में शामिल किया जाए, ये हमारी सरकार से मांग है।
With that, Ankita Sharma joining us on the broadcast with more details on these rising protests in Uttarakhand against this very case. Ankit, a very good afternoon to you. Tell us about these protests, renewed protests into this very case. We've been seeing how over the past few weeks the cries have been growing louder, and more importantly, the claims coming in about VIPs being involved in this very case, while 3 accused have already been guilty and arrested in the Ankita Bhandari murder case.
Well, yes, Shreya, good afternoon. And things unfolded very quickly after 29 December when Urmila Sanawar, an actress who revealed some details on social media, and later this rose to a controversy and outrage all over Uttarakhand. A protest was also launched on 4th January with the advent of 2026, and things were growing quickly. And after that, CM Pushkar Singh Dhami also announced a CBI inquiry into the matter. However, parents have been asking that the CBI inquiry should be done under the Supreme Court judge, and this is their only demand. And an FIR was also launched in Vasant Vihar against an unknown to begin the investigation in VIP angle. And today the Uttarakhand Bandh was also called. We have been getting reports of mixed responses in plain areas. However, the Bandh was called in the higher mountain areas. I mean, like Chamoli, Rudraprayag, and these districts have completely supported the Bandh, including Pauri and some markets of Tiri as well. And in Dehradun, the protest march was also conducted, and we
can see how these protests have in fact gripped the streets of Dehradun at this point of time. And yes, the cries for justice grow louder for Ankita Bhandari. These are the latest details. Ankit, thank you for bringing it to us. Here's, before we shift our focus to more news coming in, this is government adds Ankita's father as a complainant in the FIR after protests. Remember, the main complainant in this case was Urmila Sanawar, whose mention my colleague just made. So justice for the Ankita Bhandari case, the cry for justice in Uttarakhand now grows louder, and now what we are given to understand on the legal aspect of the case is that the government has added Ankita's father as a complainant in the FIR as well, after these very protests have been intensifying on the streets of Dehradun for the past 2-3 weeks now as we speak.